Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I'm AJ. I'm your host. Um, I we had a really good day today. I was really excited last night to trade with the group today, and I had a lot of things that we just did a secret sauce session. It's a time around 11:15 to 12 o'clock that I like to go over how, every day I do these pre-market notes and a game plan for everyone. Everything's written like a thesis report, like an analyst report. I give actually entries and exits where the stock's going to go, but always the reason why behind the move. That's really, really important to the day traders that come into Awesome Calls. I'm all about really educating the trader why a stock's going to move in the direction it's going to move, what to look out for. Why I do that is because I don't want traders to, lose money, be on the wrong side of the trade. Um, and I'm graded every day on my performance, every single day. And I average around a 95% to 90% on my calls. I wish I was 100, but no one's perfect, neither am I. But I really spend countless hours really working hard to perfect my craft. And by doing that, I read reports, I read earnings. Um, Thank you, John. Secret Sauce was on fire today. Thanks for the constant knowledge. It's really important that if you're a newbie, if you're a pro who's been trading for 15 years, obviously I want to impress you. I want you to see some things that maybe I'm showing you that's different in your world. Some of you are novelists that have been trading for 5, 8 years and you enjoy it on the side, and every day you're learning something in this room. The most important thing is not to take losses, unnecessary losses. In our business, you always hear those terms fear of missing out, FOMO, or anxiety, or fear itself. And what I try to do, and the reason why I do this report every day, is because I want people, I want to take out the fear. And it takes a long time. It doesn't happen overnight with these as traders come in because I get new traders that cycle in and new traders that cycle from different chat rooms. It's a process, and I have to keep repeating it the minute somebody new comes in. And that's why I constantly revolve the ideas and the stock trades. Now, there was probably 6,600 different ideas today, but I have to narrow it down to 12 or 13, and I have to identify each one. And in order for me to take out the fear of day trading and the fear of missing out, I have to actually give pinpoints where a stock's going to go, the entries, the exits, and again, the reason why. This way, when a trader comes into our chat room, he can pick from a lineup of 12 different ideas that fits his budget and his criteria and says, okay, I'm not a short seller. I like the long. Where's the longs today? Oh, he's got a long here. Okay, I'll take that call. I'm a short seller. This is my budget. What can I take today? Oh, he's got 5 or 6 short selling. I only have 3 minutes of time to trade, so I need to make a couple $100 by the time I'm in and out. You have 5 minutes to make me money. Oh, so I'm going to be looking for the pops at the open. Okay, great. So I'm going to be looking for those trades and on and on. I'm an all-day trader, so I'm going to trade 4 or 5 of your ideas. I'll just wait for the setups as they sit and hit your marks. Great. So there's something for everyone to trade. The key, again, in day trading is just you have to educate the people that are in the room, and you have to do it in a kind way. So it's not you're not because one thing I've recognized owning the room is not everyone's going to see what I see, and that's the first thing I have to accept. So by accepting that, then I can kind of slow my roll and try to like really. So when I write my notes, I really try to just talk about the story and I write these notes in front of everyone. And I say, look, this is the story on this trade today. This stock's going to do this because even though I see it and I could just go rip and dip and da 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 da, that doesn't help a trader. It's really essential that I take the time and go, look, this is what the stock's going to do. All right, so let's start with Stamp, and I'll go through these real quickly, and then your webinar will be done. Now, Stamp. Now, one thing you need to understand about me as an individual trader, as the owner of Awesome Calls Trading, is I read everything. I read fucking everything. Everything is I'm like a sponge. I'm like that last guy in school with his book open. I absorb and read. I love, love, love. I'm not one of these guys that open up a room and put lines up and give you 6 stocks, and that's what I do every day. As long as it hits this area and this area, we do this. If it hits this, to me that's basic 101 day trading. And I can't believe there's actually rooms that do that, but there are. Um, and I'm not here. I'm not here to pump a stock. I mean, I could never do that. I could never take advantage of the people in my room to make me money. It's just not what I do. So I don't alert a stock, it pops, I sell into it and say thank you very much, which we know there's a ton of rooms that do that. And then there's the ones that find these short stocks that want to short 20, 30 cents and nail it 15 times for whatever money they can get out of it. It's like they're all after one stock for 8 cents. I can't trade like that. There's no knowledge, there's no love in it for me. I'm not learning anything, you know? For me, I want to learn every day. And if I don't have the room, I just simply trade. I have a large account, so I just trade, trade, trade. No reason for a room. But if I can teach people why I'm successful and I trade every day and I trade well, and I can give them the secret sauce of what I see and why I see things, I can actually help them to improve their skill level so they can make a living too. I mean, that's what it's all about. And so today, after I took the time for 30, 40 minutes explaining 6 or 7 ideas, let me just kind of go over what we did in the room that quickly, okay? So we took stamps.com. I read the earnings report. The earnings report told me we're going to get a short squeeze at the open. After the short squeeze, the stock was going to come down about 7 points to about $53 a share. I wanted traders to long the stock around 53.54, and if it pulled a little more, add into it. What you don't know about Stamp is that they're renegotiating with the UPS, United States Postal Service. That is huge. If you all recall, 6 months ago, a year ago, they were $120 stock that went down to 50 because they stopped doing business. Now the reverse effect is coming. So now Stamp wants to renegotiate, and that's what is making investors want to buy the stock. So the stock is not going to gap fill, but the stock will pop at the open because shorts will want to get squeezed out, and the stock will come down and settle around 53.54. All you have to do, you can short the stock if you're a short seller and I'm already telling you, you're going to make 5 to 7 points, or you're going to be a buyer at the 53.54 level and make 5 points. Either way, I'm going to make you so you make money. Okay? So let's go to the stock. You ready? Ding, 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 ding. Here's the gap up. Just popped it open. I said it would go to 60 or more. You could short at 60. I said the stock would come down to 53. There's 53. Cover at 7 points. Go long the stock at 53, and now you're at 58. Make 5 more points. Simple, easy, easy to understand, easy to read, all written out like a puzzle. All you do is execute, and that's it. That's your job. You just come in here and execute the trade. All right, next one. Camping World. Now, I love Camping World. Now, Camping World to me, after reading the earnings report, I predetermined that the stock was down over too much. All right, it was just down. It was oversold. Plus, I determined that shorts were going to come and squeeze, and it was going to pop right at the open through $9 a share. Now we're starting the stock long at $7. Okay, so what I did is I came over here and I made this our number one pick. Actually told traders and I kind of begged them, stop buying the stock. This is the first thing I wrote when I came in the chat room. Buy the stock at 7.25. Buy the stock at 7.25. Don't be afraid if it dips, and then the stock will pop to $9 or more. Okay, so why? Because shorts are going to want to cover, even though they missed. Here's the stock. There's your long, $7.25, 7.5, and then there's your pop to $9. It actually went higher, 9.5. Really, really a nice trade. All right, the next one I did was Carvana. Now, Carvana was a really, really nice play today. You really had to read the report to understand it, and Carvana was set up in a way that um, short sellers could make money, and or the longs could make money. So I gave you a choice. Now, Carvana's report was good, but not great. I wasn't really thoroughly impressed with it, but it had a little juice in it, so I had to trade the stock. I predetermined in pre-market that the stock was going to rise to 73.50 and pull back around 5 to 6 points. So I wrote it down for everyone in the chat room, pre-market, and I made it clear that Carvana was going to pop at the open to $73.50. Now, mind you, this is 30 minutes before the opening bell, and the stock was going to pull down, and I was looking for 69 or under, and if it did sell off at the open for my longs, 60.62 would have been a great if it just dumped at the open. But for the most part, it was already up at 71.50. I asked you to lean into it short, give it room to 73.50, and the stock should pull to $69. So I'll show you this one. And I want you to see just how accurate we were on the predetermination of the stock. You know what? I think I'm going to play here. Yeah, I want to play this. Playing ICUI. It's really pushing. They're buying it up for some reason. You see it? ICUI. See that? They're buying that up right there. See? It's moving up. They're just starting to, I don't know who's loading up, but yeah, I just sold right there. That was me. Yeah. Just quick $50. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just had to make some money real quick. Okay, so on this one, so I predetermined that the stock was going to pop to 73.50. If you notice, the stock hit 73.50. Then I guided my short sellers to take the stock downwards to 69. Here's, you see the 69 level right there? There it is. It hit 69 just under, and then bottom curl long. And if you hit the 69, you were able to go right back up to 72. So it was a really nice quick trade in the morning for everyone in the chat room. Okay. The next stock that I did today was called a company called GDOT, which I pre-warned the chat room and all of you on Twitter that this was going to be one of my top dogs today. Now, GDOT, this was probably one of my best calls today. Okay. And so GDOT got hit really hard because they're just disgrace on their earnings report and guidance. So, and it got a lot of downgrades. So what I did today is I really had to be precise on this. And I thought that I did a pretty damn good job. And the way I wrote it up was, and I got this experience from TWOU. So I felt this stock should actually kind of fade today. So if it pulls at the open to 2021, I'm a buyer on the long side. Okay. I didn't really want anyone to short the stock. I just wanted to pull the stock down to 2021 so I can really, really squeeze it. However, there was a flip side to GDOT. If the stock hit 26, the stock was going to run to 30. I predetermined that, and I'll show you how I wrote it. I know you're looking at me like, how do you predetermine something like that? How good are you? Where does that come from? It just comes from experience and understanding how short sellers are going to react and when they're going to start to cover. And I knew that there was a certain area that they needed to hit, and if they hit that, they were going to walk the stock up almost 4 points. And I want you to see how precise the call was, the way I wrote it up for the chat room today. It was our number 2 pick. I predetermined that the stock would, if it pulled aggressive at the open, then this is the area I was going to be a buyer. It's already down 23 points. However, I would not go long unless it pops to 26. You see how I wrote that? I would not go long unless it hits 26. When it hits 26, this will run to 28 to 30 and top off. Now, only a true professional day trader, 16 years in, can make that call. There is no one in the world, and I mean this sincerely, that can do what I just did. This is years and years of being right, studying and learning, understanding how stocks function. No other room can do this, right? But I already saw the move, but I have to write it now so the traders can see the move. It's really hard sometimes that And I have to convey what I see in writing, in words. So that way they don't feel like they're missing out. They're just waiting for the spot to hit. So if you look at it, if the stock hit 26, I wanted you to long the stock. So ding, 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 ding. Guess what? It pulled, and then it popped. There's the 26 level. I just wanted you to start buying the stock at 26. Now I'm going to walk it up to 29 to $30, 28 to 30. And voila, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then it faded. Not all the way, but it faded. You see how this was predetermined? You see the 26 level here? There's the 26 level. All I wanted you to do was long the stock at 26, and you were going all the way to 30. So you could have done 500 shares, 1,000 shares, 100 shares, 60 shares, 90 shares, whatever you want. You were going to make 2 to 3 points minimum on the call. All you had to do was wait for it. Predetermined. Next call that we did was a stock called Lyft. Now Lyft really had they're taking losses, but their losses and miss were not as serious as Wall Street thought they would be. And so that impressed investors, and of course, short sellers are going to get punked out. So we had a nice short squeeze yesterday after hours, which is about right here. You can see it double topped at 68. Today, it was gapping up, and I looked at it. I felt, okay, you know what I like to do? I like to get back up to that 60. I think I was trying to get back up to the 67 level, but I wanted to short the stock, and I was looking for the downside at 62.50 to 63, and I'll show you what I wrote. Okay, on Lyft, I said the stock I'd like to get a push just like yesterday, and then I want a 3 to 4 point gap fill pullback. I see 62.50 and 63 as the base for the stock. So that's where I wanted traders to start leaning into it long. All right. If it went down a little bit more, you could add to it. That's what scaling in is all about. Just add into your position. All right. So I took Lyft and I said it should settle around 62.50 to $63. And as you look, if you took the short, it didn't hit my 67 target that I kind of wanted, but it started leaning into its short. And even if you chased it, you were able to get 63 right here, 2.5 points, 62.50 here. And if you wanted to long the stock, you could have started at 63 and added all the way to 61.50. You got a nice bounce to 64. It turned out to be a nice trade with size. The next stock that I did, this was a beauty, was ICUI. This was simply magnificent. This one got hit so hard because they really missed on their guidance. And I've played these type of plays before, but this one challenged me today. And I wanted to show the world in this chat room how AJ would play this. I actually took this trade, and believe it or not, I have to be honest, full transparency, I was green on this. I was happy, but I overtraded it, and I'm down like 400 bucks on it. You know, it's my own fault. I got greedy. I got greedy. And I started sizing it a little bit more too. So it's my own fault. But the read on it this morning, I was so pleased with it. So that's why you had me stop and I traded the stock real quick for a quick 50 bucks. Want to chop away at my loss. But anyway, I really love this play today. There's a gentleman, Oil, and I we're going to really work on this one today. And what we did, and what I looked at was after reading the report, I determined I would long here at 166 to 167. I actually wrote that the stock would probably stop around 177 and then fade. I know you're going to look at this and figure out there's no way you could know that, but I did. I really felt 177 and then it would fade off of 177. If you look, there's the 177. You see how much it came down? So it was like 10 points to the upside, 67 to 77, 10 points. And then you nailed, look at that. You nailed 17 points to the downside, 37 points. And it was all predetermined right here. I'll show it. ICUI. All right. And I even told traders, if you're going to trade it, trade 50 to 100 shares because it will add up. And look at the room. Look at this. I said the stock would go from 167, give it room to 160 because I felt 160 would be the bottom on the stock. But if you bought it at 166, 167, you're going to get a 10-point push right out of the gate. Once it topped off at 177, you're going to get the sell-off on it. And and I even reminded traders, look, even you could chase it. It needs to push 172, 173 at the open to get that 10-point covering. But I mean, it was magical. And this was down 80 points. And here's the 167 again. And it went to 177. There's the 10 points. And look there's the flat 160 per my notes. It's amazing what we do in here. It really is. And I'll give you one more, and then I'll call it a day. I'll give you a TLND. TLND was a call that I did this morning. It was hard to get shorts in the morning, but if you could, I really want traders to get set up for this. I felt that TLND would sell off to about $35, $36 today. I read the report. I was not impressed, but the stock has been had a sell-off for the last 2 or 3 days because the market had pulled it. So I figured the stock would settle around 35, maybe 36, but 35 was my target. And I'll show you. I did write it up this way. TLND right here. I think it's right. Excuse me 1 second. TLND. I would take short here at 40, add on any room to 42, look for a 3 to 5 point pullback. Bottom should be 35, if that. It's kind of like my Planet call yesterday. I really knew what it was going to do. The report told me everything. So even if you missed the short at 40, because it was difficult to get, the opening bell, you could have got 39 and 3 to 5 points. So there's the 3 points. There's a nice 3-point pull, and you were done for the day. It was really nice. And last but not least, before I good night to you all, I am out of TWOU with a profit. I did it. I did it. I did it. I made $320 on the stock today. And you all know I was down over $2,241 on a screenshot. And I held it for the last 5 days, 4 days, when it was down here. I believed in it. I stayed steady. I would not take the loss. Even when I was up $7 in the chat room, I still refused to take it. I was up over here. I think I was up. I missed it. I was right there. But today I took it. I'm out of it. And I have this to go into 15. But hey, it's been a rough one. And I did sell my RES this morning, thanks to Brandy. She warned me it was making a move off the bottom. And I've been holding this. I had 4,000 shares, and I finally sold it around I think it was 611, 612 this morning. So I sold my money on that. So thank you very much, Brandy. All right. And I had a 605 average on that. So I made just under $400 on the trade. But I had to hold that one too, because you could see I was up here buying it long, another 5-day hold. But I have the capital to hold it, so I did. And it paid off. And I just added into weakness. So, all right. Well, welcome to Awesome Calls. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a great recap. I enjoyed it very much with you. Tomorrow we're going to do it all again tomorrow. And enjoy. God bless you all. And if you want to be a part of our great room, any of the ACT clicks, 25 a day, 100 a week, and $6.75 a day. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.